Yo, what is up guys, just Rick here, and before we start the video I want to talk about an amazing fishing event that's going on right now called the Fishing Extravaganza. Now this event starts today and goes all the way up to August 3rd, and to participate all you have to do is fish between the hours of 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. or 9 p.m. to 10 p.m. If you fish during those hours, you will have a random chance of getting these awesome enhancement scrolls, those being the weapon or the armor, that automatically enhance your weapons and armors to a random enhancement level between +1 and +20. Yeah, that's right, you can get an item automatically enhanced to +20 with these scrolls. So it is paramount that you guys farm these because these are amazing items here. But that's about it guys, enjoy the rest of the video. Hey yo, what is up guys, Aegis Rick here, and as you guys can see we are playing on my Paladin character, Lady Aegis. She's level 28 and she is my main character. That's why I got her decked out in all this avatar. She's looking good. I even dyed her hair color, it looks so freaking awesome. A lot to talk about guys. I just decided, you know what, you guys probably don't want to see the lower level dungeons anyway. We're going to jump to my main character. I've been playing since the game came out and pretty much every day have decked out this character's stamina. I haven't really used any EXP scrolls or anything, so I'm a little bit behind everybody else. But let me tell you guys, Paladin is a lot of fun. And I just want to mention guys that after this patch that I am playing on right now, they seem to have increased the stamina limit from 170 daily stamina to now 300. So basically almost doubled the amount of stamina that you have. And guys, that pretty much covers all of the complaints people have had at the start of the game. So if you guys were just really didn't want to play the game because the stamina was too limiting, they've just damn near doubled it now. And can I just mention right off the start, before we talk about anything about the Paladin, I am absolutely astounded as to this publisher's leniency in people's feedback. I guess is what I want to say. They don't really have like a set plan in motion. They are listening to people's feedback right when they get it, and they respond to it immediately. If people tell them a bug, they fix it in a patch coming day at maximum, if not a few hours. They knew that a lot of people's complaints on the forums were that this stamina system was very limiting. They fixed it in less than a week of the game being alive. They've changed it. I mean, this is just amazing. I've never seen this level of detail, attention to the player's voice than this game. I mean, I've played a lot of MMOs, and it just goes to show, guys, that you know, publishers can do a game right. And as far as I've seen, guys, they've had like 3 events since this game came out. Again, I had to stress that this game's like about a week old, and they've already had 3 types of events, really good and rewarding events, such as EXP events and fishing events that give you extremely, quite frankly, overpowered items. So I gotta say, guys, if you're really interested in the game and you're just kind of on the fence or something, this publisher seems to be doing this game a huge favor, and I cannot wait till I get higher level and do some PvP content and just continue playing this game. Like I said, it's going to be my main. But anyway, guys, on top of more relevant subjects, I guess. I mean, well, that is kind of relevant, but probably what you guys are wondering, we are playing on my Paladin class. As you can see, I'm using a mace, and it's a relatively slow class, as I mentioned before. In fact, it feels even slower than I had in my other night videos, to be honest. Gotta pick up these keys. I got 3 of them for the quest, and have a ton of new skills that I want to show off, guys. So have pretty much only been picking up my active skills and getting them about level 1 for utility's sake. I feel like I've already probably messed up my build, but who knows. I got not a lot of skill points left, so I've kind of been dumping them in, but worth testing out. One of my grabs right here is really strong. Bam! Does a lot of damage, but more importantly absorbs NP, which can basically be used to sustain yourself this whole time. So, okay, this is like a random. I don't know if this is necessarily random. I don't think it is. No, these just take you to different locations on the map. But there I have a power stream. I also have a shield dash skill, which is one of my favorites. It has super armor and uses the shield to dash into people. That one's a lot of fun to use. Power stream is, like I mentioned, another cool one. I gotta say, this class doesn't really focus too much on the AoE skills. Despite it being a mace having just inherently more AoE than the Crusader counterpart because of the mace, I gotta admit that this class doesn't have too many huge AoEs. I'd say the Crusader has a lot more than Paladin, but what it does have is excellent single damage, or single target, or at least small group damage, and a lot of moves that can hit enemies on the ground, more so than Crusader. For instance, that Power Stream can just juggle enemies on the ground. This awesome skill right there. I'm still gonna think of a creative name for that skill. It's probably one of my favorite ones. And even this quick one right there, that downward slash, are moves that can hit enemies on the ground. So can't say the same for a Crusader, but then again, they're two different classes, like I've mentioned before. So those are about all of the skills that I have, and still level 28, so I have a lot more to unlock, such as the second hit of the Shoryuken. I'm actually waiting for this skill, and I want to show it off why I'm waiting for this skill if I can control left click. It's basically a shield combo that ends up with a launch. I mean, it's almost like punishing uppercut in C9, which you guys know that was my favorite skill in the game. But yeah, I have said already that this is going to be my main class, and I really enjoy it. So and I also enjoy how she looks, man. Looking good, girl. Looking good with that avatar armor, which, as I mentioned in the last video, all avatars can be dropped in game, so that's exactly what happened. And the dye system is a little bit confusing. I was a little bit confused myself because I hadn't actually tried it myself, but after doing the hair dye, I think I can explain it a little bit. There is a little bit of randomness involved, and I say randomness, but it is actually, it's kind of like its own mini game for selecting this dye. It's really hard to explain, so I will be making a video on that, trying to explain that better, or better than what I just did. It's really hard to explain, but it'll make much more sense when you try it out yourself. And that skill has mad super armor. I'm noticing a lot of skills, actually. This skill as well, the shield dash, has super armor, so basically used to tank through attacks, attack animation, and make sure you have priority over your attack. Let's try it again right here. Oh, one has slight super armor. Get flipped. Alright, can we move along now? Nope. And just one of the greatest things, at least in PvE, is having that self-sustain with the mana grab. You just grab any enemy that can be grabbed, and you can just steal their mana from them. Very efficient to use that skill. Assuming I actually hit with it. Just missed right there. Yeah! And if I mentioned before, I'm still using a controller from my warrior video, and the controller is just, it's just a lot of fun to use. I think it's kind of helps out that you get to have some fun inputting combos instead of just pressing one button for a skill to come out. I actually kind of enjoy that about the gameplay, especially in this type of game where it's kind of retro. Ooh. Notice this boss doesn't have oh yeah, he does. Okay, a lot of the bosses like doing that. The get up attack, like shockwave thing, happens seemingly randomly right there, and if you're standing anywhere near him, you just get knocked down and you take a significant amount of damage. So no standing around near the boss, guys. Yeah, just beat the dungeon, and I think I got a emblem of counterattack. Now those, apparently, as far as I've read by the tooltip, will allow you to go into some higher level dungeon, which I don't believe uses any kind of stamina, so it's going to be one of those kind of end game systems. I believe I'm going to have to look into that, because I'm telling you, I have not tried it out before. So stacking those up, and we'll see how that works out later. But anyway, guys, thanks for watching. I know this might have been a shorter video than usual, but that was a pretty long dungeon. But anyway, guys, thanks for watching, and I will catch you guys later. Alright, wait, before we end the video, I gotta explain this. Now, I want to quickly showcase you guys my inventory. I just kind of want to show off because I picked up in a dungeon. I wonder if I have a screenshot. I thought I took a screenshot of me picking up this master bag, which a lot of you may have these leather bags which are blue and hold 10 slots, but the boss actually in the level 27 dungeon just dropped this master bag which has 20 slots in it. So it is possible for you to get master bags without cashing for them. I got it from a mob drop, and that in this case the boss drop. So this is just, you get such good equipment just dropping from enemies, guys. It is just so awesome that grinding and stuff can get you these great things that usually you can only get from cash shops. So I'm just so happy about that. Even these mounts, you can buy them from NPCs. It's just so awesome.